What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for your purchase of this budget spreadsheet. I'm offering this spreadsheet in multiple different colors, so depending on which color you bought, this might look a little bit different for you. But just keep in mind that all the areas where you can find what and all the functions of these remain the same. So just keep that in mind when watching this video. So once you made a purchase on Etsy and you downloaded your PDF, you can click the link in your PDF to open your spreadsheet, and it will open this page right here automatically. And it's just going to ask you, would you like to make a copy of your spreadsheet? And you just click on make a copy. Make sure you have a free Google account to do that. And then once it made a copy, you will find an instructions page right here. And then down here, you will find your budget. And I will explain everything just in a little bit. I just quickly want to go over the instructions page right here. You can just find some quick little tips and tricks on how to use this spreadsheet. For example, how you can format your date if you're in a different country. And then down here, you will find some screenshots of how you can select the start and end date of your budget, how you can change your currency. It will also show you how you can customize your categories and put in your actual expenses. And then down here, you will have an FAQ section of how you can duplicate your budget spreadsheet and some other things. But you can also just watch this video tutorial and I will go over everything as well. So once you're done with reading the instructions, you can come right here and it is your budget spreadsheet. And there is nothing in here. It's completely empty. And this is what it will look like for you. And this is a one-tab spreadsheet because I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So in order for you to have a new budget, you would have to duplicate this budget right here. And you can do that by going on this little arrow right here and then press duplicate. I will do that in just a second, but depending on how you want to use this budget, it might make more sense for you to put in all of your numbers first and then duplicate the budget. So this way you don't have to put in your numbers every single time manually. So I will show you how all of that works in just a little bit. So I'm going to start right here with this area in the top left corner, and right now it's the 2nd of July, so it will automatically show July. But here you can decide how you want to use this budget. So you can either do by paycheck, you can do weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. And just to keep this video simple, I'm going to do monthly. And you can just you can just double click on the start date right here. And then I will do July 1st until July 31st. So I'm just going to do a month. And then down here, you can change your currency. And also to keep this video simple, I'm just going to keep it in dollars. So this is the first step you need to do. And then I will just give you a quick little overview. So on the left side right here, you will have a cash flow summary. And as you can see, you have these two that are white, and then you have all of these that have a blue background. Again, depending on your color, this might have a different color, but you will see that the background is colored. And you will have a colored background also right here in the expense summary. And just keep in mind, don't change the numbers in the colored background. Don't put anything in here because these will calculate automatically when you put in your numbers in other areas. And I will show you how this works in just a little bit. So yeah, here you have your cash flow summary. So it will show you the rollover from your last budget. It will show you an overview of your income, bills, expenses, savings, and your debt. And then down here, you will have your income summary. So here you can put in all of your income. And then in the middle, you will have a bill tracker. You will have your expense summary, your savings tracker on the right, and then your debt tracker. And then depending on what you put in these, all of these graphs up here will update automatically, which I will show you also in just a little bit. And then down here, you have a big expense tracker. It's super long, so this way you can add all of your expenses throughout your budget, like throughout the month or throughout the week, and you can just put them in here. And then on the right side, you will see an expense breakdown in percentage. So it will just show you, depending on like how much money you spend on different areas, different categories. It will just give you an overview in percentage. So yeah, this is basically the spreadsheet. This is how it works. And now I'm going to start showing you how to actually use it. So I'm going to start with the rollover right here. And I'm just going to put in a budget of like $100. Let's say for my last budget, I have $100 left. That's my goal. Then I'm just going to put this in here. And then down here, I will put in my income budget. So let's say I have a paycheck of $3,500. I have a business that makes me another $1,000. I have a side hustle that makes another $500, and so on. Here you can add all of your income. And then also there's just some examples in here already, but you can delete them if they don't apply to you. And you can also just change them by double clicking on it. And then, for example, I have an Etsy shop, so let's put in Etsy shop. And let's just say on average, my budget is for my Etsy shop $1,000. That's what it makes. So yeah, I'm just putting that in here. But again, you can add more or change them depending on your needs. And so now I put in all of my budget for my income, and down here you will see that my income now is at $6,000. And then up here, same thing. Like I said, the ones with the colored background will calculate automatically. So this will show you have a budget of $6,000, and then because we have $100 left from our previous budget, we would have a budget of $6,100. And then we just do that with all the other areas. So for our bill, for example, we have a budget of $30 for internet, $100 for water, electricity. And again, these are just examples. You don't have to use them. You can change them to your preference. Let's put in gas, Spotify, and Netflix. So these are just examples. So now, because I put in the budget for our bills, you can see our bills would be $2,022. This is the budget we have for the bills, and then we would have $4,000 left to spend, $4,078 left to spend. And then again, we just do that with our expenses. So food, let's say we do a budget of $500 for food, and then dining out another $200, transportation $200. Household, again, these are just random categories that I just put in here. But again, you can change them, you can delete them, or you can just add another one, which, for example, I'm going to put in shopping. Let's say we want to do $300 a month for shopping, then I'm just going to put this in here. And then on the right side, we have savings. So let's say we save up for a new car. We want to put in $200 for the car. We want to put in $100 for traveling. Let's say we want to put $200 for an emergency fund. And then down here we have a debt tracker. Let's say student loans, we pay off $100 a month, and then credit card, we pay off $100 a month. So now we put in all of our budget for the month, and then as you can see, this updated automatically as well. So it gives you the budget we have in every single area. And so yeah, this is basically how you can put in your budget. And then now I would go and duplicate this to actually use it for July. And then when July is over, I could go back into the budget like the numbers we put in here, and then I could go and duplicate it for August, because the numbers would stay like the same, or like relatively the same. So this way you don't have to put in these numbers every single month. So that's just a quick little tip right here. But yeah, now I'm gonna go into my July budget, and then I'm gonna start putting in all these numbers. So let's say I was actually really good and I don't have $100 left from my previous budget. I have $200 left. So I'm gonna put this in here, and then as you can see, it automatically updated the amount I have left to spend, which is $200. And then down here, I can just put in the numbers. I made $3,500 for my paycheck. Let's say my business made a little bit more. Let's say my side hustle made a little bit less. My Etsy shop made a little bit more. Let's just put all of these numbers in here. And then as you can see down here, it will give you the totals, but also in our cash flow summary, it will give you the total. So our budget was $6,000 for the income, but we actually made $6,200. And yeah, this is basically just how you use the spreadsheet. So now we're going to do the same with our bill tracker. Let's say I just spent $30 on internet, $100 on water, $150 on electricity, and so on. I'm just going to put all of that in here. And then as you can see, it's automatically like going down by like, if you put in the numbers, the amount left to spend is going down. Let's say we spend $170 on gas and then $10 on Spotify, $12 on Netflix. And then also these checkboxes right here are for you to check off if you paid for internet, for example, if you paid for water. You can just check these off so you know which one you already paid. And then now, because we put in our bills right here, like an actual number for the bills, you can see all of these graphs right here. So this updated, the amount left to spend is now $4,358. And then the summary right here will show you we had a budget of, what was it, 2022 for our bills, but we actually spent 2042. So you will see this right here. The blue one is the actual one. It's a little bit longer than our budget. And then right now, the allocation summary only gives you bills because we haven't put in any expenses or savings in the actual tab, but this will update in just a little bit once we're done with this. So I'm not going to put in anything right here again because it has a colored background, because for this one, how much we actually spend, we would use our expense tracker down here. So I will show you in just a little bit how to use that. But I'm just going to do, I'm just going to finish this one, the savings tracker. Let's say we put $200 aside for the car, $100 for travel, and $200 for the emergency fund. So again, now everything is updating. We have $3,858 left to spend. And now you can see this much of your money went to bills, which is over 80%. And then now 19.7% went into savings. And then let's do the same with debt. We paid off $100 for student loans and $100 for the credit card. So now you can see it updated right here. So this is how you use the spreadsheet. And then throughout the month, when you actually spend your money, you can go into the expense tracker and use that. So the first thing we have is the date. So let's say on the 1st of July, I don't know, I went grocery shopping for $200. So I will go and choose a category right here. And as you can remember, up here we have different categories. So whatever you do here, how you change them or what you add will show up down here. So because I added the shopping category right here, it is showing up here as shopping. So yeah, let's say on the 1st of July, I spent $200 on food, and you can leave a little note so you know where your money is going. Let's say just groceries. And then you can see right now, this one showed up, expense breakdown, and right now I spend 100% on food because I haven't put in anything else right here. But if you keep doing this, let's say July 2nd, I spent $80 on, I don't know, an oil change. And I'm just gonna like put in random things. Let's say, I don't know, $120 on dining out, dinner with Sarah, for example. Like I'm just gonna do like some random things. Like let's say household, $70. $70 on a new plant, like something like that. Then you can see if you put in your expenses, here you will have an expense breakdown of everything that you spend. And right now I would have 42% on food, 25% dining out, transportation, and household. So it just gives you a really, really good visual of where your money is going. Same right here. This is just in numbers, the total amount you spend, and in percentage. So I love these two because it really gives you a very good visual of where your money is going. And depending on you and like where you want to cut down, for example, you will see, oh my God, I'm spending too much money on dining out, for example, and then you would see it right here and you can cut back on that. And then because we put in our expenses right here, we can go back into our expense summary, and again, the one with the background, it will calculate automatically. So now we know we have a $500 budget for food and we actually spend $200 already. Or same with dining out, we spend $120 already. So this way you have a really good overview of your budget and how much you actually spend. And then again, this one updated automatically, and now it shows you that you spend 63% on bills and like 14 or almost 15% is your expenses right now. So this will update automatically. And yeah, this is basically how the spreadsheet works. And this one is also updating automatically. So you see your budget, you would have 1,900 something to spend. Right now you still have 3,188. And then you can just put in your expenses throughout the month or throughout the week, depending on how you use your budget. And all of this would update automatically, and you have a really good overview of where your money is going and how much you have left. So yeah, that's basically how it works. Again, this is for July then, and then if you want to go into the next month, you would just, again, go into your budget, click on duplicate, and then, for example, do a new budget for August, and then you would have your budget numbers in here, and you just do the same thing. You just add your actual numbers, your expenses, and then it will look like this one and automatically give you everything you need to know. So yeah, thank you so much again for your purchase, and I hope this was helpful.